What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Another Secret Wars one for you. We've got Spider-Man this time. So let's see what we've got going on. Let's check it out.
I'm being erased, I'm being replaced. Counter-culture's in your face. Trying to pretend that you want it to end. I'd rather be drinking with my friends. When we go out, you'll never see us again.
As promised, today we'll be taking a look at Secret Wars Spider-Man. So let's see what we've got going on. Continuing down the Secret Wars wave, of course, we've got the card back, very reminiscent of that original toy line, which I love. You've got your lenticular shield, you've got the change out part for your shield down there, some extra hands, an extra head, some good stuff in there. Flip it to the back. You get to see the back of the box here. So you've got your full wave. There's your instructions for your lenticular shield. There's your important information. There's your blurb. Spider-Man discovers a mystery glob on Battleworld, giving him a new black suit with stronger powers. And unbeknownst to him, his first encounter with a certain alien symbiote. You know it. Let's get him out of the box. Fresh out of the box, we get another take at the black suit symbiote Spider-Man. So if you haven't purchased any of these along the way, you've been waiting, whatever, you're new to collecting, now's a good time to jump in and get one of these, right? They always seem to be hard to find a little bit after they hit the market. So nice that we get another round at this. A little bit different body than the previous on the retro card, like the animated series retro card, right? So another take. It's a good looking Spider-Man. I mean, it's hard to mess this one up. So I like it. It's going to find a place. I think where I'm going with this, I don't know if I'm going to build out a Secret Wars shelf. Probably once we get a few waves in, that'll be the direction to go. But for this first wave, they're just going to kind of make their ways into different displays. I think I'll take the previous retro-carded symbiote Spider-Man. I might throw that in the Dark Avengers and then put this on my symbiote shelf, or just mix it into the Spider-Verse shelf. I don't know. There are a lot of options, right? That's why you need more than one of these symbiote Spider-Man figures anyway. So without further ado, let's get into this. Of course, you get your lenticular shield, so you can do what you want with I don't even know what I'm going to do with these. They're cool, though. I'm not complaining. It's a nice throwback, a nice touch, but I really have no idea what I'm going to do with this. Again, if you want to change it out, you just pop it open at the top there, and then that'll pop right out. Take your generic Secret Wars 40 card here and pop it right back in there. You see the little indentations to show you the way. Moving in closer to get a good look at this first head sculpt, we got some nice big eyes on there. They look great. Love that. It's a great look. Everything looks pretty clean. Again, as I said, it's a hard thing to mess up. You don't have a lot going on. The simplicity is really where it highlights, how great this suit is. So all pinless, very nice, very clean aesthetic. Let's take a look at the other head sculpt. We get the alternate head, which is another fine head sculpt. You've got that real sort of stern Spider-Man look, if you get me. Nice squinted eyes. You can see the crunch in the brow. Adds a nice little effect to that expression in a masked face, right? So some simple stuff that you can do to just make something like that expressive. For your hands, you do get a set of fists, a set of thwips, and your open wall crawlers. For the articulation, head will look down to there, chin touching the chest, up and back to there, so you get some pretty good range backwards. You get some rock around, and certainly all that movement all the way around. You've got the butterfly in the shoulder there, so you can get that back and forward movement going. Arm does rotate all the way around, up, only to about there it seems, so not a whole lot of upward motion. Upper bicep cut, double jointed, pinless at the elbow. Nothing at the forearm, hinge at the wrist. You've got that diaphragm, the bell in there, so that gives you plenty of torso movement. That's the kind of torso you want on a Spider-Man. And then you've got your lower ab crunch down there as well. Leg kicks up and out to there. Back only to about there, and then up and out to there. Upper thigh cut, double jointed, pinless at the knee. Boot cut, hinge, and swivel at the ankle. For comparison, here he is backed up against our previous retro-carded symbiote Spider-Man. So I like that we're getting him on a slightly smaller buck, right? Kind of gives it more age-appropriate build for the Spider-Man. Not taking anything away from the retro-carded version, because I love that figure. I love the buck on that one. You do get the slight improvements though with the pinless tech, right? So that's a nice upgrade to it. Of course, you've got some of the same articulation scheme when it comes to things like the torso and the ab crunch. Overall, is it an upgrade? It kind of really depends on what you're displaying, what you need for your display, what you want for your display, right? I'm not looking at it so much as an upgrade as much as it is an addition for something else on my shelf. I have other areas that I wanted to add a symbiote Spider-Man, so for me it's worthwhile because I'm getting a different figure in the same style suit to go somewhere else in the display. So like I always say, collect what you want, collect how you want, right? It really, that's what it boils down to. The one thing that is significant though is neither of these have that toe hinge articulation, and the only black suit Spider-Man we have that does feature that is the VHS set, the cell shaded one, right? So it would be nice to get that in there. I don't know that I need it so much, but I certainly appreciate those collectors, and there are many that would like to have that toe articulation for this Spider-Man. Alright folks, well there you have it. There is your Marvel Legends Secret Wars 40th Anniversary Spider-Man. A nice figure, fine figure, certainly worth picking up if you are missing a black suit Spider-Man in your display, or you simply want to upgrade to a pinless version of the figure. Now the bodies, they are different as I showed you in the comparison, this one being slightly smaller, which may be more preferable to a lot of Spider-Man collectors, so keep that in mind. Bear with that if you will. I like it a lot. I do love the wide eyes on there. They look better than on the previous version of the retro-carded Spider-Man that we have. So the head sculpt is certainly preferable for this one, in my opinion. So other than that, it is just a nice looking version of the symbiote Spider-Man suit. So as I said, if you were missing this in your collection, maybe you don't want this one specifically, maybe now you can go and find one of those older ones, whichever one suits you, how you want to display. But I do feel like this is a very nice iteration of this figure, this character. So do what you want with that information. That's the 2 cents, folks. I appreciate you checking out the video. I hope you got something out of it. Of course, you can always find me on any of these socials down here. Most importantly, though, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe below. And until next time, take it easy.